Did you hit it? I'm gonna trust that you did. Hello everybody. Quick note before we get started here, and there's a quick note because I'm trying desperately to find the Raw results so I can talk about this goddamn blasted show. Two quick notes actually. First note, the 25 Days of Wrestling. I know it's supposed to come out near Christmas, but wrestling last year was so gay that it's literally hard for me to decide this list. Like, do you know how bad that is when I have to decide between, like, how terrible shit is? Like, have you ever been in a situation in your life where you have, like, a bunch of friends who take shits in your house, and you have to, like, decide which shit is the best shit? Or which shit is the worst shit, I guess? Yeah, so that's where we're at right now. So I don't know when 25 Days of Wrestling is coming out. We'll figure it out. And then side note, too, is, Kurt Angle's black son over here fucked himself up, and he's on fucking crutches.
What's up, nigga?
He thought Kurt Angle was out of shape, yeah. It's like, his fucking son's got the same problem.
Oh,
Where the fuck are the results for?
See, I didn't injure myself with wrestling. I injured myself trying to kill myself. I just fucked up my ankle.
Well, you know what? It's a new year. Maybe wrestling will be good this year. So, this was one of the worst Raws ever. Again, I feel like I say that every single time. And I mean it every single time. That's the sad part. I didn't watch last week's show. Last week's show was the Christmas episode. If you watch Raw on Christmas Day, you are a complete loser. I'm sorry. I have nothing else to say to you. There's a million things you could be doing on Christmas rather than sit through and watch an episode of Raw. For Christmas, they did a video where they had Braun Strowman, the big, evil, scary guy they're trying to sell, dress up as the elf.
Like,
and
wait.
like the elf from the movie. You know that movie Elf? Yeah. He dressed up as him, and they were like, oh, Braun Strowman is the elf among men.
Like they're trying to pull a joke. He's like the alpha among men. They're trying to pull that joke. Like he's the elf.
So he's just in this big goofball elf costume. He's like, This is why nobody gets over. This is exactly why. Because you make everyone look like goofballs. Anyway, this was the first Raw 2018. First Raw I watched since the Christmas episode. And Kurt Angle walks his crippled ass down to the ring. And he's all like, we're going to have a great show tonight. Oh, and at the Royal Rumble, the Women's Rumble and the Men's Rumble will be the same. Oh, it's true.
What the fuck?
So, that basically right there is telling you that if you buy the Royal Rumble pay-per-view or watch it on the WWE network, you are getting two Rumble matches that are both going to be an hour long. One with the gay men and one with the she-males. You're killing the Rumble. I didn't think that was possible, but they are killing the Rumble match.
Like, not in a good way?
No, they're putting it in a grave. She-males.
Undertaker? No?
Dude. She-males. For an hour. And keep note, they don't even have 30 women on the roster. They only have 19. Which means, for fuck's sake, I don't even know. They're gonna, like, pull fucking Miranda Cosgrove out from somewhere.
What the
And they're gonna be like, can you please enter the Rumble match?
What did Miranda Cosgrove come out of?
I don't know. I had to think of a random, like, woman name that's irrelevant nowadays.
You're not wrong.
So, yeah, so Kurt Angle comes out, and he's talking bullshit. And then Cesaro and Sheamus come out, and I don't see them with the titles. And last time I watched the show, they were with the belts, so I was kind of like, what the fuck? And, of course, these people, they keep it vague. They're like, oh, Sheamus, Cesaro, they lost the titles last week. Like, thanks, Dip. You want to tell me to who? And then they come out, and they're like, how dare you, Kurt? How dare you? How dare you do that to us? Duh. And I was like, what the fuck is happening? And then all of a sudden, Kurt Angle's black son, Jason Jordan, comes out with a tag team championship belt. And I was like, oh my fucking god, no. So I'm wondering who they teamed this fucker up with. And so he challenges one of them to a match. And I was like, wait, who is Jason Jordan's partner if he's the champion? Fucking Seth Rollins comes out. So, Dean Ambrose died. And he's gone now. He's out for like ever. So what they did is they got Kurt Angle's black son. And they said, hey, you, go team up with Seth Rollins. Yeah, you. Jason Jordan and Seth Rollins? Really?
This is like the most dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Is this really what it's come to? And this is apparently their new way of trying to get Kurt Angle's black son over. Clearly, it's not working because during the whole promo, the crowd was chanting, Daddy's boy.
Okay, that sounds that's
It's
gay.
really gay, yeah.
So
Cesaro fought Jason Jordan, I guess. I'm sure it went on forever, and I'm sure it was a classic. Says Jason Jordan wins by pinfall. So, think about this. Jason Jordan, 2018, is pinning Cesaro. A guy who 4 years ago, I would have said would be world champion. Is getting pinned now by Jason Jordan. Oh my god, I'm reading this review off Bleacher Report, and these people put fucking memorable quotes down from this fucking match, and it literally, one of the quote is, fans chant Daddy's boy to Jordan. It literally says that on the website. Bleacher Report is filled with the gayest fucks. They gave this a B-. I gave it an F. Bray Wyatt fought Apollo Crews. This was the match of the jobbers. Bray Wyatt never wins. Apollo Crews never wins. Dana Brooke is with the Titus brand now. Why, I don't know, because I thought the Titus brand was for black people only. And now Dana Brooke is just there. She's looking like Mia Khalifa. I have no idea why. Apollo Crews and Bray Wyatt had a match. It goes on for like 15 minutes, even though both men lose all the time. So even if Bray Wyatt did win for once, to like, oh, I'm scary again. He just went 15 minutes with Jobber Crews, who never wins anything. They said during this match, Apollo Crews is one of the most athletic competitors on the roster.
Bullshit.
He never wins anything. So Bray Wyatt wins. He's like, boo, I'm scary. And then Woken Matt Hardy appears on the screen. And he says all of his Woken shit. And then they did that thing. You know those YouTube videos they do? Where like they like play like the same thing over and over again. Like the GameCube intro on 2 screens. And then it multiplies to like 72 screens.
Yeah.
They did that with Matt Hardy's laugh.
What?
And it was pretty funny. It was like, except there's on like 72 screens playing at once. And this was supposed to like show that like he's psychotic. And Bray Wyatt's looking at the screen, he's like, oh, I'm scared of this. This can only end with Bray Wyatt dying.
The fuck?
If it doesn't end with Bray Wyatt dying, it's not worth it.
What, like the character dying?
Like the character on the show dying.
Well, he'll be freaking reborn.
Well, no, I don't want him reborn. I just want him gone. I just want him straight off the TV show in general. Never bring him back. Fire him. I want Woken Matt Hardy to be WWE champion.
Woken?
He's the only guy on the roster that I actually like. If, God forbid, he was a loser like 2 months ago. But
2 months ago, he still is.
in 2 weeks, he can re-evolutionize his character back to this form. Woken Matt Hardy is so funny because it's a fucking shot at TNA for not letting him be broken. So now he's woken. He literally is ripping off of your woke god shit. I swear to God. He was like, all these people need to be awoken.
Oh, no.
with my woken brilliance.
Nah, as soon as I heal, I'm joining WWE. I got beef now.
Do it. Go fight him. So, then we cut to the back, and Alexa Bliss is there. And she's scared because they're making her face Asuka, the Japanese wonder of the world.
Oh, that fast ass bitch?
And yeah, and so Nia Jax comes up, the really big one. You know, she's in a love angle with Enzo.
Nia Jax?
Yeah.
Sounds like a dyke.
Oh yeah, it is. The Rock's cousin. Everyone's the Rock's cousin if you haven't figured it out yet.
What?
Yeah, she's the Rock's cousin. Look, Nia.
Is she really?
I had Elf already looked up because I was gonna look at the Braun Strowman Elf thing, and then I didn't do it. Where the fuck is this bitch at? Here we go.
No way.
There we go.
Is she like really his cousin though?
Yeah, I swear to God. Oh, she looks like Ursula to me, but that's just how I see it.
Bruh, how your outfit have stretch marks?
Because she's fat as shit. So she's in a love romance angle with Enzo Amore. Cruiserweight champion, how you doing? Duh. And so
How you doing?
Enzo apparently this week got the flu. So of course they have to work it into a storyline. And so Nia Jax is walking out of the building when she works for this show with chicken noodle soup. And Alexa Bliss goes, Nia, where are you going? Aren't you my friend? Aren't you going to be here for my match with Asuka? And Nia goes, sorry, Alexa. I really got to bring this chicken noodle soup to Enzo. He's not feeling good.
Bruh.
Is this what it's come to? Is this really what it's come to?
What the fuck, dude?
Nia Jax is leaving her job, her working environment, to go deliver chicken noodle soup to little scrump Enzo. And why is Enzo Amore and Nia Jax in a love angle? Oh, no, I know why. Because Vince McMahon saw Enzo Amore as the shortest guy on the roster. And he was like, hey, you want to date a fat woman? Date a fat woman. So here we are now. So, yes, Nia Jax left Alexa Bliss to go feed Enzo Amore chicken noodle soup. Alexa Bliss versus Asuka. This went on for 20 minutes. Asuka, you know, she's not being shoved down our throats. She's one of the greatest ever, but in just 3 matches, she's already facing the champion. Asuka won by submission because we can't make the champion look good in any way against Asuka. I'm assuming that they're going to do a match and Asuka will become champion and Ronda Rousey will win the Royal Rumble. Braun Strowman and Rhino had a match. That's exciting, isn't it? Braun Strowman and Rhino. The crowd was chanting, let's go Rhino. So I don't know what it is about Miami, but Miami was just so more into Rhino than they were Braun Strowman. That should tell you something. Strowman apparently just kills Rhino. And then, I guess Strowman also kills Heath Slater. Because Heath's got kids.
Does he really?
His t-shirt literally says, I got kids.
That's some...
So I don't know. I'm going to assume so.
That's some... What?
I know. Roman Reigns and Samoa Joe Intercontinental Championship match. Now, I didn't watch the show last week, but apparently this is so stupid. I don't get this one. Apparently, Roman Reigns was calling Samoa Joe a coward, but last week, Reigns is the one that got disqualified. So to make up for this, Kurt Angle was all like, Roman Reigns, if you get disqualified next week in your championship rematch that we'll do again in just 1 week time, then you're going to lose the championship. Oh, it's true. So they did this match. This match went on for fucking ever. I swear to God, it was like a 30-minute block of this fucking show. Reigns won by pinfall. Does anyone actually care? No? Okay. Cedric Alexander comes out. No, actually, Drew Gulak and Arya Daivari, is that his name? Sure, we'll go with that. They come out and they talk about how their leader Enzo is sick with the flu and how they hope Nia's chicken noodle soup is helping him recover. And Cedric Alexander comes out because I guess he earned a championship match sometime. And I guess it was supposed to happen tonight, but Enzo got the flu. So, Drew and Arya say that if you want a match, then you have to go find a partner. And Cedric Alexander's all like, oh, I'll find somebody. And Drew Gulak was like, ha, you have no friends. And fucking Goldust comes out. And he does his little breathing shit. And he's all like, you have a friend in me. And they team up. So Goldust is in the Cruiserweight division. Goldust and Cedric Alexander win. That's fun, right? They had a promo earlier on in the show when Finn Balor came through and he was like, I was the first ever Universal Champion and I never got my rematch. But that's why I'm entering the Royal Rumble, to show that I deserve my rematch. And Kurt Angle was like, that's true, that's damn true. But how are you going to prove yourself later tonight when you go in a 6-man tag match with the Miz Taraj and Elias Sampson?
The Miz Taraj?
The Miz Taraj. Without the Miz.
So it's just the Taraj?
It's just the Taraj part of it, yeah.
What the?
Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas. So Finn Balor says, oh, I got friends. And then he does this shit. And then Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson come up. And all the Japan smarks in the world, it's the club! It's the club! The club is back! Bullet Club! Duh!
What the fuck?
This is so unbelievably gay. You have no idea. So, the club is back, except they're not called the Bullet Club because that's copyright. So they're calling them the Balor Club. And they won against Curtis Axel, Bo Dallas, and Elias Sampson. Amazing. You know, like, this is only something that hardcore wrestling fans know. I hate when they do this so much. It's so stupid. They act like everyone knows these three guys. Kurt Angle, when they walk up on his quick curl, is like, whoa, no way. If you fucking don't... 3 million people watch Raw. I'll assume 3 million people watch Raw weekly. Do you know how many people watch Impact Wrestling weekly?
Well, like
200,000 at
oh,
most.
100,000.
Okay, well, no. I wish it was 100,000 at this point. Actually, fun fact about that. Their best of episodes, where they recapped everything that happened in 1 year, did more viewership numbers than any of the shows in the past fall did.
What the fuck?
You know what that means? That means nobody's watching this shit. And they're just waiting till the end of the year to watch the recap episodes. So...
Oh, say hi to Kiki real quick.
Hey, what's up? Best
great.
friend. So... What was I on about? Oh. So... 200,000 people watch Impact. And 3 million people watch Raw. What makes you think that in the middle somewhere... that all 3 million people know what New Japan Pro Wrestling is and what the Bullet Club is? First of all, New Japan Wrestling is in a different country. It's in Japan. So the fact that you just assume that all 3 million people watching Raw, oh, they know who the Bullet Club is. No, they don't.
The Bullet Club?
The Bullet Club, duh.
What the fuck?
Only fucking gay indie fucks know this shit because only gay indie fucks can like it. Oh, you don't like the Bullet Club? You don't like Cody Rhodes? You don't like the Young Bucks? No, because they're gay. You don't like the villain, Marty Scurll? He's the villain, but he gets cheered. Look, dude, only hardcore wrestling Japan, fat-ass, hentai-loving indie addicts love the fucking Bullet Club. That's probably about 25% of WWE's viewership.
I mean, hentai not that bad, though.
That's probably only about 25% of the viewership. The fact is that you are throwing this shit out there, and you expect everyone to, like, bow down. Oh, the Bullet Club, duh. No, nobody knows what that is. Nobody has a fucking clue. And if you think that's true, you're part of the internet minority. Newsflash. 3 million people do not tweet about Raw weekly. You know how many people probably tweet about the show weekly? Probably 10,000. 10,000 and 3 million are different numbers, folks.
How many more should we got?
I don't know. I hope this is the end. This is the end, I think. So Brock Lesnar came out. Because Brock Lesnar returns every week on the show now. He's champion. So he comes out, and Paul Heyman goes on about some conspiracy theory against him. I didn't even know there was a conspiracy theory.
The fuck?
But apparently there is. So Paul Heyman, my client has been stuck in a conspiracy theory against the system for several months now. I don't know what this conspiracy theory is. And furthermore, I don't know why he's complaining because his fucking client is the beast Brock fucking Lesnar. It shouldn't matter what the fuck is in Brock Lesnar's way. He fucking will kill anybody. So, Paul Heyman says, at the Royal Rumble, my client will retain the Universal Championship against Kane and Braun Strowman because he's in a three-way with Braun Strowman and Kane. Kane in 2018 getting a title match.
The fuck?
So, Lesnar starts to leave the ring, and then, oh no, Kane's music hits. And Kane comes waddling down to the ring.
Oh, he doesn't do that shit where, like, the lights go off or some shit, and you see, like, the fire.
Oh no, because they got rid of pyro. They don't have pyro anymore.
Oh.
So now there's just a... And then he comes out.
Like, the sound effect?
Yeah.
That's gay.
It's really gay, I know.
That's fucking...
So, he comes out, and him and Brock Lesnar try to start a fight, except then they do that thing where the wrestlers come out from the back and pull them apart. Except the wrestlers they chose for this were like the worst wrestlers ever. Like, it was like Goldust, Kurt Hawkins, Cedric Alexander. Braun Strowman was nowhere to be seen, even though he's in the three-way. And Brock Lesnar basically just like punched Kane in the face, and then they pulled Kane away from Brock Lesnar. And then they were like, you see, Kurt Angle stopped this fight here tonight. Yeah, because Kurt Angle, the man who's all like, we settle things in the ring, also stops fights from happening. So, that was the show. This show sucks. The Royal Rumble is in God knows how long. Raw's 25th anniversary is in a couple weeks. I can't wait for that one. The Kane Showdown, though, was a major letdown. Oh, was it? So that's what he was disappointed about. So he's disappointed about that, but let's see how he felt about Asuka defeating Alexa Bliss. Where the fuck is this moment at? It's up here, I think. Right about this. Okay. Asuka's aura remains magnetic. She came off as a dangerous, powerful force here. It's surprising WWE put this together so soon. Oh, whatever. Hopefully this doesn't mean that Asuka's rise is going to be hurried. Oh, it's already hurried.
Bruh. It really is, though.
Oh my god. He said she and Asuka gave us a preview of what they could do with a lengthy match and big-time hype. Do you realize these two women fought for 20 minutes on the show? Lengthy match? What do you...
Yeah. Are you done? Because I have a question.
Go ahead.
Alright, you know how, like, baseball, they do that whole, like, hey, batter, swing shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.